will this turn on? Okay, there. That's finally on. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, there goes that. But, you know, speaking of that, I actually have my own compromise today. I don't know if you guys heard that, and we're going to be okay with that. And I'm going to hope that what I'm planning on doing for the rest of this actually functions properly. You know, it'd be kind of a miracle at this point. But I'm hoping it does work. You know, I'm hoping. Audio's in sync. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. I've had it. Today has become a very frustrating day for streaming, and now I'm doing this. You can't stop me. I'm doing this now. I wanted to hop on Marvel Rivals. I wanted to hop on Elden Ring. I wanted to try all that. I thought about getting on Resident Evil 4, and then I realized that, I don't know, man. I don't want, like, the debut to be a little wacky, because I know that, I going live with this brand new plugin and playing a game so taxing on my computer, most likely, is probably not the best idea. Because then, that intro to the game would be corrupted. It would be corrupted by this poor experience. And now I'm just going to do this. Yeah, this is what we're doing now. This is the day we're having. I think I deserve this. A bit of calmness, this bit of tranquility, this bit of things that I'm used to, very used to, in fact, if you take a look at that. Plus, it won't be very taxing on my computer. Because it's not actually my computer running it, it's just my computer capturing it. Which means I can freely go about however I want and do whatever I wish. Oh yeah. Oh man, finally. The ability to play a video game. Thank you. Oh man. I'm sorry, this game has absolutely become a comfort game for me. So now that I've become super stressed out, I feel just so nice knowing that I can just hop on this game. Oh yeah. Is this problem off stream? Oh no. I have no idea what exactly occurred. But every time I have opened OBS, ever since downloading that plugin, my computer has not been able to properly run as good as I had hoped with it. You know, I had suspected that there'd be problems when it came to multi-streaming. I assumed it'd be more taxing on my computer, but it's just a plugin that would hopefully not create multiple variations of the same stream, but rather just, take what's being displayed on one stream and display it on another. But instead, it seems to have done, the more taxing option, which is upsetting and got mildly infuriating. But all in all, I do think that as long as I give up this multi-streaming idea, everything will be just fine. Because it's clear it's the multi-streaming that's an issue. Because most of my streams on Marvel Rivals have been fairly fine, and I know from experience that my computer is more than capable of handling Elden Ring. So it had to have been just the plugin causing massive amounts of stress, because the plugin is the only thing that was brand new. Everything else has been nice, tested, proven, and it's just so sad. Because I was very excited by the prospect of multi-streaming. But it's clear what the problem is. The problem is the plugin was an issue. And then I tried getting on Marvel Rivals again after I got rid of the plugin, but I think I'm going to have to restart my computer. And yes, despite all that time I spent off stream, I did not restart my computer because, I'm going to be honest with you, it would probably take even longer. My computer is notoriously bad when it comes to restarting. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Yo, indeed.
Bad guys getting up in those people's faces.
Thank you, Burn. Thank you. I needed that right now. I have not had a great time for this stream day experience. No, you get back here. You're not getting anywhere. You were watching it? Very unfortunate. Yeah, it's not been pretty. I tried hopping on Elden Ring. I wanted to continue the DLC after, like, you know, half a year. But then my computer said, no, that plugin you got? Nah, we can't run that. And then I go, okay, let me delete the plugin. And then OBS goes, yeah, I'm sorry, man. We actually don't want to function anymore now that you've done that. So I deleted the plugin. And after deleting the plugin, I tried Marvel Rivals. And for whatever reason, I noticed the plugin prompts are still there. So I decide, hey, you know, it's probably best if I just go in there and delete OBS. And I deleted OBS because I figured, you know what? It's fine. Nothing bad will happen from this decision. And then something very bad happened after that decision, because I had failed to consider that it wasn't just the multi-stream plugin that I had as, you know, obviously a plugin. Because I also had my audio capture plugin, which seems to be gone. I think it's actually just unnecessary now, so the download for it might be missing. I tried searching for it, but I couldn't find the same plugin I used. So now I'm just kind of using the basic OBS beta version, and I think it's working out basically the same. Of course, it does function, I think, just a lot worse, because you can't have multiple different applications being captured by the same plugin. I don't know what else to call it. Because it just only allows one. It just allows one, which means I'm going to have to constantly manually reset it. That was awkward. I'm going to constantly have to manually reset which one is being captured, and that's okay. That's fine. It's a simple change. I already had most things in different areas anyway. It was just convenient to not have to, you know, go in and add the new things afterwards. But I am very pissed. I am very, very angered. Because I just wanted to have a nice day. I wanted to calmly play some Elden Ring. And you know what? I think I actually got the Elden Ring experience. I got the Souls-like experience by being incredibly frustrated. Which is, you know, more of the Elden Ring experience that I got actually playing Elden Ring. I couldn't say for certain if I'm being honest. It might just be my computer parts finally wearing out. Because it has been a good chunk of years. Oh yeah, I'm hoping I have a good Spider-Man session too, big guy. Mr. Chicken Sandwich. No problem, big guy. I understand when the bed calls, you answer that call. You know, unless you're marathoning Skyward Sword for solid 20 hours straight. You know, of course, starting after 8 hours. After being up for 8 hours. You know, so forcing yourself to stay up nearly over 30 hours. You know, sometimes Skyward Sword deserves it. Love Skyward Sword. Beautiful game. Love that shit. Might go back to it on YouTube. I probably will restream Skyward Sword on YouTube. I really love Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is such a good game. It is visually, artistically, probably my favorite Zelda game. I think it's got so much quality. Like, the fact that they managed to make every location feel like a goddamn painting is so nice. Like this very watercolor-esque painting. Ooh, it's so nice. I really wish Skyward Sword... Sorry. No, it's not just Skyward Sword. I do always have this, like, small desire, this hope, that when it comes to Nintendo products, I keep wanting them to give me something better. Because, like, the Wii wasn't awful, but it was basically just a GameCube, but, you know, with way better advertising. That was basically just the Wii. It wasn't that much more powerful, really, at all. I think it just had slightly more RAM, might have been what it is. That might have been the key differences between the Wii and the GameCube, but I couldn't say for certain because when you look at you know, the main game to look at for comparing the Wii and the GameCube, you know, Twilight Princess, they are virtually identical in terms of visual quality. The only difference you'll see is that everything is mirrored on the Wii. Which is strange and odd, but at the same time, I grew up with that version, so it feels weird to see the original in the end. And honestly, I keep wanting the Switch 2 to have, like, PS4 graphics. Like, if the Switch 2 has graphics the same level as the PS4, I will be nothing but absolutely ecstatic. Because I love what Nintendo is able to do with old hardware. Because almost always, they just make it perfect. They find a way to make things like Metroid Prime Remake run on the regular Switch at 60 FPS. And it is insane. It is immaculate what they're able to do. And then they have Tears of the Kingdom, which is really good visually. And while the loading times, and there are notably a lot of frame drops, most likely because it is an open world game that's constantly. Oh, Chicken Sandwich, you were still here? Oh, I just started ranting off of what you said. I didn't realize I was keeping you up. I thought you dipped. I thought you were already gone. My bad. I should have said bye a bit more concisely. I didn't want to leave. That's fair. I'm sorry. I kept going. You know, I understand the confusion. I'm sorry, but I saw a talking point and went on with it. Oh, it's... That's crazy. But, alright, back to Red. Back to Random. I adore what Nintendo is able to do with their hardware. And the way they've been able to really expand so heavily off of something that is as powerful as the Xbox 360 to PS3 era consoles with the Switch. Just, you know, for the people who need me to say it for this 12,000th time that I've ever talked about this. The fact that the Switch is as powerful as the Xbox 360 and the PS3 era consoles, and is able to like keep up with actually running things like Tears of the Kingdom or Xenoblade Chronicles, especially like Xenoblade Chronicles Remake. Oh my god, that game is gorgeous. And it's a remake of one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Oh man, I love it. And everything that Nintendo has been able to do with their consoles ever since the Wii is absurd. Sorry guys, I'm spamming ground pound today.
Where'd those symbiotes come from?
Where are they? Oh, found them. Maybe. Other way. The way that Nintendo has been consistently able to make their hardware as good as they are, well, make their games look with the hardware it's on, it speaks volumes to just how much like optimization can be done. Because we have things like the PS5 struggling with its own PS4 libraries at times, and the fact that certain games are just never remasterable because they choose not to keep ways to optimize them in future releases or just for future hardware speaks volumes to just how much Nintendo cares about optimization. Because with how much they've been able to make their games look gorgeous, feel gorgeous, and run immaculately on their hardware that is, you know, 2007 level, it's truly a testament to just how much further basically every game can come. Because we have, I think Sony's best in terms of optimization is easily Ratchet & Clank, where they've, ever since the PS2, wait, sorry, not Ratchet & Clank, Insomniac, my bad. Insomniac keeps showing off how they don't need loading screens. The original Ratchet & Clank on the PS2 didn't have loading screens. And that's just been a staple for Ratchet & Clank. If you played video games exclusively through Insomniac's titles, well, not Insomniac's titles, but exclusively through Ratchet & Clank, you would never know what a loading screen looks like unless you die. Which means there are some people who've exclusively played Ratchet & Clank stuff and are good enough to have just never died, or simply always play on easy and have gotten good enough to where it's just a cakewalk and they enjoy that casual time. It's entirely possible there are gamers out there who have never seen a loading screen and have been playing multiple titles for the past like 20 years. It is insane what Insomniac has been able to do for the past multiple generations. Truly, Insomniac is like a Nintendo company, but they've been hired by Sony. It's so cool to think about. And I really do hope that Sony, especially after this year has been such a massive thing for them, because if they can come back from the rut they've been in ever since Ragnarok, ever since the PS5 launched, if they can get out of the rut they're in and really start making games, and not just making these blockbuster titles. And I know Spider-Man 2 here is technically a blockbuster title. It's also an Insomniac game, so it barely counts in terms of Sony's usual MO. Because Sony has just been slowly cutting off its own foot. Like, they keep firing people. Insomniac made Sony's highest best-selling game of all time, the one I'm playing right now, and then they still got hit with a cyber attack because Sony didn't value them enough in order to protect their identities, is their personal workload, and, you know, their next bit of game development for the next, you know, just tiny bit of next 10 years. It's insane. And not only do they not care enough about that, they then fire 600 people from Insomniac and a bunch of other game studios as well. It is insane how much Insomniac seems to not value. Well, not Insomniac. How much how much Sony seems to not value all the people that make their money. And I know it comes from a standpoint of they just don't view them that way. They just view them as employees that take money and not make them earn money. I know it's because of that. But oh my goodness, man. How can they be that blind to how their company has stayed, you know, profitable? Especially like their games department has been profitable. Like, everyone makes fun of basically everyone in terms of the different console wars. Like, oh, Nintendo's online is a joke. Oh, Xbox keeps not making good game decisions. They keep making not good games, but at least they're trying to make games at sometimes, yeah, on occasion. But then we have Sony, who actively doesn't seem to want to make games and keeps closing down studios and keeps closing down different branches of studios. It is so sad to watch so many parts of the games industry not only be against itself, but start to shoot itself, man. It is so inherently depressing, all the things that the games industry chooses not to do, because I don't think games have gotten worse. I absolutely don't think games have gotten worse. I think they've absolutely gotten better, but there are just so few of them. So few of them are coming out. And I hope that it sucks being 20. It sucks being in my 20s and having to say this. I hope that the next generation of gamers on the next generation of consoles get to reap the benefits of what Astrobot could mean to the games industry. Of just smaller budget games, getting time in the oven, and then releasing and getting played. Because if we could get 4 Astrobots from Sony a year, not specifically Astrobot, obviously, but if we can just get 4 games like Astrobot in 1 year by Sony alone, the games industry is saved. I'm sorry to say it, but if we can get those 4 and then 1 major super title every year, that would legitimately be such a massive step forward. I mean, I think like there's so many reasons as to why something like, ow, I think there's such a big reason why something like Ragnarok is always so pined after, and then the next year is always going to be whatever next big thing it is, like Marvel Spider-Man 2 was the next year after Ragnarok. Like that was Sony's next big exclusive, but it's only once per year now. And finally, what was Sony's big thing this year? It was a little thing. It was a little astrobot. And Tides, don't you worry. Astrobot is great, but I promise you, it's something that you go to for just a lot of empty fun. Not empty fun, but a lot of, I guess, just non-demanding fun, I guess I want to call it. Because it really is just Mario Galaxy 3. It is basically just Mario Galaxy 3, and that's beautiful. This game is my favorite all time. Oh man, trust me, big dog. I agree. Look at that 390 hours. I don't think it's my favorite game of all time, but I think it's my absolute go-to game, especially single-player game. Oh, I fucked up. Like, if Sony can get in the habit of redoing Astrobot for a game like Astrobot 4 times a year. Like, let's just talk about Concord for a second. Because Concord, you know, it was announced like last year, and then it came out, and it was alive for a week and a half. But it cost $400 million. Let's talk about this one. Marvel Spider-Man 2. This one right here, the one that you're looking at. The one that I've got 390 hours. This game cost $300 million. And there's a lot of speculation that a lot of that budget didn't go anywhere because they didn't have time to actually make use of that budget. Because, you know, obviously, Sony had forced Insomniac to release the game early. Or rather, kept pushing for the game to release early.
Oh, sorry. Is this a private party? That better be a joke.
And, oh, brother. The fact that Concord cost more than Marvel Spider-Man 2 is very clear about the exact problem that Sony has in the games industry right now. Oh. Sorry, buddy.
You want to get some coffee?
Like, Concord and Marvel Spider-Man 2 are the greatest bit of comparison that I can display as what Sony's biggest problem is. It's budget over everything else. Despite investing $300 million into Marvel Spider-Man 2, they won't let that $300 million do anything, and they'll cut off development early and force the game out as soon as possible to make holiday sales. And oh brother, is that depressing. It's been a year since this game has come out. I've made probably about like 40 videos on my YouTube on this. I've probably played the game more than a healthy person would play the game. But I am disappointed. Like, I think the way I have described this game is it is disappointingly the best Spider-Man game. It has the best visuals. It has some of the best combat. It has some of the... No. It has the best vocal performances. It has some of the best music. It has some of the best of everything you can think of. It has probably the second best reversal that I personally like. Because I know a lot of people point towards the original, like, movie tie-in Spider-Man 2 game for its swinging. But personally, I just never got into it. Like, the weird different ways you fired webs just never clicked for me and felt awkward to do. And while I do love, shit, Shattered Dimensions, I do wish that game was much longer. That game having barely any amount of time for the different levels, and the fact that it does struggle a lot with not having like an arena mode. Like I've gone on and on about this, about how I believe that every game should have some kind of arena mode or some kind of endless mode. And I think the biggest sinner on this, pun intended, has to be Doom. The fact that Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal don't have endless modes is criminal. And yeah, no DLC for this game is also sad, but I'll take no DLC and a more finished Spider-Man 3 over another Spider-Man 2 unfinished thing for Spider-Man 3 than have an unfinished Spider-Man 3 and DLC for Spider-Man 2. I've never been crazy about DLC one way or the other, and while I liked you know, the season pass for Marvel Spider-Man 1, I do wish that instead of DLC we just got like more replayable stuff in the main game, which I know is, you know, going against what Sony and Insomniac would want, because, you know, they want another paycheck. Of course they do. Obviously, who doesn't want a bonus? It is really upsetting as like a consumer to know that because of DLC and a season pass in a single player game is the reason as to why some of the overall so, oh man, I'm dying. I've been talking for too long. I haven't taken a drink of water. Oh god, death is upon me. I've been non-stop talking for like 30 minutes. Oh god. Oh, death. But yeah, I am very upset that we in Marvel Spider-Man 1 had to wait for DLC in order to actually get more meaningful content, like more arenas, more missions, more side DLC, more side content. It's upsetting that we had to wait for that. It really is. But I'm hoping that the sacrifice of Marvel Spider-Man 2 not getting any DLC means that whatever Marvel Spider-Man 3 looks like is the absolute best it can be. Because I love this series. I love this take on Spider-Man, and I can't wait to see more of it. But I will be a little pissed if I have another fairly empty open world again. Because I love this game, but I'm gonna say that so many times. I love this game, but ooh, oh brother. I couldn't tell you how much I would love to see more. And I am so critical on this series of games because of how much I care about it and how invested I am in this version of Peter Parker, this version of Miles Morales. And I want to see more of Wraith, and I can't wait to see Silk. I can't wait to see more of MJ. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to finally see the Green Goblin. I can't wait to see the return of Doc Ock. I can't wait to see someone like Hydro Man come in. I can't wait. There's so much potential, and I'm very excited for all of it. And Insomniac has really not let me down in terms of raw mechanics of any of their games. Like, I love Ratchet and Clank. Those games all are just so much fun. And then when it comes to a game like Sunset Overdrive, the style of flow is so amazing. And I hope that... That's not where I was aiming. And I hope that the lack of DLC in this game means that there might be extra time for Marvel Spider-Man 3 to get the time that this game sorely lacked. And I hope that wherever a lot of that 300 million went for this game goes it to a very worthwhile place in the sequel. Because, oh man, I'm in love with this game. I really am. I've got very few real gripes with the mechanics. Like, the only things, in terms of things like web swing, that I have an issue with is, I don't like how jank this can look at times. Like, you can just keep going for such a long time. And I would love to see a bit of fall off for this. Like, the horizontal web swing is great. Horizontal web turn, I guess, is great. But I would love to see an amount of fall off based off of how much speed you have. Like, make it real dynamic in terms of how its physics work. And while I do love shooting off like that, because it does give you like a bonus boost, it is a little awkward at times. And I would love to see the swinging not get automatically cut off after getting to the about the 100-degree angle of the web swing arc.
Those burglars are almost inside. Gotta stop them.
Like, there's a lot of very small things that I do believe could be fixed and would be amazing. For example, the big one that everyone keeps asking for is taking away the limit on your web swing. Like, I want to see that. I want to see this game series become the absolute best it could be. And for the most part, mechanically, it only needs a few tweaks. Now, in terms of its plot, that third act needs more time. And that's really all I have to say about the third act. It just needed more time. I needed more interactions with Venom. I needed to see a bit more of Peter without the symbiote, having to deal with all this. Oh god, where am I? And I need to see like a lot more of a fleshed out relationship between Miles and Peter. Because for the most part, they are just kind of Spider Bros. And while that does sound amazing, that does still leave a lot for meaningful character interactions. I am getting my ass kicked right now. Okay, none of that. Alright, sick. I win. Oh no, not that one. There we go.
This area is not safe. If you don't have a place to go, Beast is open to anyone.
Whew. Damn. I've been talking for so long. Oh, I need a topic reset. Something I'm a little less passionate about, but still passionate enough about. Oh man, that hurts. Oh, my entire voice. I went on a 30-minute long monologue. That's not good for me.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did. You coward. You make me sick.
Goddamn.
Your weakness is pathetic.
Wow. Let's see, what's another decent topic to run off on? You know what? Game Awards happened. Why not talk about that? I'm very happy that Astrobot won Game of the Year. I'm hoping it sends... I'm not even, like, that personally invested in the Game Awards itself. I'm more so hoping that Sony takes it personally. That their kind of lower budget, smaller team game, smaller studio game knocked it out the park, all while Concord died in a pit. I'm hoping that Sony takes the message from that and goes and runs with it.
Looks like they're hunting for
And at the same time, it'll be nice to get, you know, more just raw fun-based games. Because I do think Sony has just been really struggling to find their ground in this generation in terms of just games that are fun for the sake of being fun and not like a piece of playable movies or anything like that. Because I don't really subscribe to the idea of a lot of Sony games being that, but I do think Sony likes being compared to that. Because Sony is, like, a media company first and foremost, and I think they love being in that comfortable area, being compared to movies. And I think because of them being constantly compared to, you know, the guys who make movie games, they've absolutely been treating game development and just games themselves as an offshoot of movies. Because the way they push, like, Horizon and Ragnarok and... What was the other one? What's the other big one that I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, of course, one of my favorites. God of War. The way they've been pushing those games all feels like they don't ever emphasize the gameplay. Like, they're always HUD off. Look at cool visuals, cinematic moments. Like, that's the extent of them showing off gameplay, and I'm very sick of it. I'm very sick of it. I hope that Sony just wisens up and creates games that are just made to be fun above all else, rather than to be compared to different medias. Because no matter how much Ragnarok is great, and how much I love it, you know, sometimes I would like to see, you know, I would like to see a Jack and Daxter. You know, the people who make it at Naughty Dog might not be there anymore, but, you know, I like it. I'd be willing to... I'd love to see, like, the hyper-realistic Dark Story guys have their take on Crash Bandicoot. Not Crash Bandicoot. Jack and Daxter. Like, I'd love to see that. That sounds so fun. Like, that sounds like so much fun, and I think, honestly... Maybe I'm just projecting. But I think they'd love it. I think, like, all the people at Naughty Dog would love just a game to goof off. To just have some fun. Create some wacky little worlds. Bunch of different maps. A simple storyline about Jack coming out of retirement again. Like, I think they'd love it. It could very well be me projecting, but I do think more studios want to do that. And I hope Sony, after Astrobot's huge success, decides to really go in on that. Because I'm not a Sony hater per se. But I am a critic. Which is another word for a picky bitch. And I think I'm the kind of person that Sony, you know, wants to try and cater to. Not critics, not gamers, but a picky bitch. I think that's what Sony is going to hope to cater to. And if they do with my kind of criteria, now maybe I'm putting a little extra value on myself and my opinions and where I think Sony should probably go in the future. I do think there's some merit. Because I know you're a little biased, Burn, but if you're still here, you know you love my ideas. Loser, if you're still there, I know you love my ideas. I talk about them so frequently. Oh yeah. And that's all the validation I need. Two absolute fools going, exactly. It's what I need. It's what I need. That's all I need. I don't need anyone else. Sony can look me in the eyes and tell me my ideas are bad, but then I know Burns got my back.
Some jerks are trying to.
And that's all that matters.
Don't mind me. Just stopping your guys' master plan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping the future of gaming is in safe hands. Because I know, like, the way I've described, like, my Sony plans, like, what I would do if I was, like, you know, if I was just the idea guy, if I was the guy who was behind what gets greenlit, I know, like, the first things I'd do is I'd drag Media Molecule back and make them make another Little Big Planet. I'd probably also make them very much start a different kind of game. You know, a Sackboy Adventure 2, you know? I'd make them do that. I'd make sure that Nydal gets back into, like, maybe having just like a smaller studio. Get back in there and make some Jak and Daxter. I'd just be more supportive towards Insomniac, really. Like, I don't think they need anything else. I think Insomniac exclusively just needs a bit more support. They just need time, man. Oh, man. I'd get Santa Monica Studios to start really pumping shit out. Like, I would love to see whatever the next Santa Monica game is. Because, oh my god, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I know my most played game on my PS5 here is Marvel Spider-Man 2. But I'm gonna be completely honest with every single person watching here. My favorite combat system in any game ever is God of War and God of War Ragnarok. Those two games are so nice. It's precise, satisfying, very fluid, incredibly impactful, and I can't tell you how amazingly erect I get just seeing those weapon swaps. Oh my god, it's amazing. I adore God of War. And it's absolutely beautiful, modernized gameplay. Because while it is less bombastic than the original trilogy of God of War, it is so satisfying, man.
Where'd those symbiotes come from?
It's more precise, it's more technical, you've got technically more options. And I know, like, there has been a big amount of spectacle lost in modern God of War compared to classic God of War. But the gameplay is just so much tighter, so much more responsive, and I adore it. And I do hope to see the original classic trilogy get remastered. But ooh, oh my god, I love God of War. I love God of War Ragnarok. I love God of War 2018. Ooh. And the stories they've been able to put in them is so beautiful. Oh my god, the evolution of Kratos going from this madman to this stoic father figure who wants to hide his past but slowly is dragged into the light, and not only being dragged into the light but being a much more hopeful figure rather than this old god of revenge. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're not doing this today.
I know the story is somewhat simple. I know the plot is fairly basic. And I know there's a lot of shuffling through small hallways, but I adore that game so much. It absolutely has my favorite combats in video games. It's so beautiful. And I can't wait to see whatever Santa Monica Studio does next. In fact, you know, I don't really know. I don't know what Santa Monica Studio has. Oh, never mind. Decent timing, I think. You know, if the fight ended right there, that'd be badass. But sadly, it didn't beat him. Just barely. He survived. But alright. Sorry, I didn't wanna waste your points for you. Oh, if I didn't pause when you did that, and I was a bit more on my toes rather than about to check out what else Santa Monica Studios has made. We could have done it. And by that I mean I could have done it. I let my people down. Exactly. All right, let's see. Santa Monica Studio games. All right, let's see it. What have they made? Specifically, Santa Monica Studio has made all of the God of War games. Goddamn. Let's see. Industry video games developed. There you are. Kinetica, God of War 2, 3, Ascension, War, Ragnarok. There's no way they've exclusively made God of War and whatever the fuck Kinetica is. What's Kinetica? Hold on. Racing video game. What? What? Wait. Kinetica video game. PS2 on PS4. Hold on. Hold on now. From 8 years ago. Hold on. Let's check this out. What is this? This game looks badass. 2002, huh? Wow. I can't help but be reminded of Power Rangers Zords. Like the morphing ones, the morphing toys. I keep thinking of like a bike that used to move somewhat like this. Where like transformed into something that you know, like I think it was like a Jaguar or something. Wow. I would have never guessed that Santa Monica Studios only had one other game other than obviously, you know, the God of War stuff, and it was a racing game. That's wild. That's incredible. Granted, I know. Okay, hold on. Let me just there we are. Let me just snatch that up real quick. I know it did also list out They did external game developed. Like, oh, Twisted Metal. Okay. Okay, they helped with... They helped Incog Inc. Entertainment with the Twisted Metal stuff, War of the Monsters, Downhill Domination, The Con, Twisted Metal stuff again, Neopets the Darkest Fairy. The God of War guys worked on Neopets. That's awesome. They helped on Blast Factor, Flow, Calling All Cars, and there's another racing game, I would assume. Warhawk, Pixel Junk Racers, Everyday Shooter. Yeah, for the most part, their main games are just God of War. Wow. That's... wow. I would have never really... They helped on PlayStation All-Stars, but I feel like everyone helped on PlayStation All-Stars, right? I saw one here that... yeah, I don't know. But, yeah. Wow. I'm very shocked. I can't tell you how much I did not expect to see that be so... not Sony. I didn't expect to see Kinetica as a game that they developed first and then went straight on to God of War. That's insane, man. Oh, hit him with the pose.
Hunters on the roof. Are they prepping an ambush? Some good news.
Honestly,
Looking tech kind of let you down today, yeah, fellas?
I think I'm most impressed with the fact that in the end, Santa Monica Studio. I thought they had a studio transfer. I thought God of War had a studio transfer because I guess just everyone like had such kind of mixed opinion. Well, a lot of the super elitist classic God of War fans had a lot of mixed opinions on, you know, God of War 2018. But I thought it was like a different studio that probably transferred on it, but no, it's always been Santa Monica. And I guess like that, it's not even mentioning how the original creator of the God of War games, you know, had a lot of issues with the way modern God of War is handled. I just assumed that it was a studio transfer.
Next time, do your ambushes in the streets, like normal.
Wow. That's kind of insane. I'm very, very shocked by that. Huh. Well, either way, it's pretty nifty. It's pretty cool. And you know what? I think, yeah. Let me show the people how I've poured so many hours into this game. Let's start with Aviary. Here's my actually, no. No. We're gonna do Arsenal first. Okay.
Hunter.
We're gonna do Arsenal first, because the one that we were just at is my favorite. So we'll save that one for the second one. Because it's these two missions that I really want to show off the most.
More of you, but I'm only one spider.
Because, oh man, this game, I feel like too many people sleep on these, too many people sleep on these missions, and I've heard people actually say that these are worse than the original duology's arena modes or arena missions. And honestly, I just categorically have to disagree. I adore these missions so much. Now maybe it's just because maybe I've mastered a bit of this game's combat a little bit more than the average consumer has, the average opinion giver. Maybe it's just that. But all in all, I think these things are so much fun. The way you just get to constantly use your stuff because of how many enemies there are and how many people there are to punch. It's so nice. And you really get to show off your Spider-Man. Oh. Yeah, screw it. You constantly get to show off your Spider-Man stuff. It's so beautiful. And like the different, the environmental changes, especially on this one. I think this one does environmental changes the absolute best. Because of the variety you're able to really get out of this game and what it's truly all about in terms of combat. And it's this visual spectacle of just different environments constantly changing. And all these fluid animations going from one to another, then to another and another and another, because there's so many. And the entire moveset seems to like flow together so heavily. Like I feel like if you took a snippet of any bit of my combat, it would almost look like everything's on autopilot. When I'm doing this, to the best of my ability to stay completely like intentional with all my button presses. And it is so much fun. I adore what this game has been able to do. And these arenas are just so good. And let's just not even talk about how I haven't been hit yet. I am a monster. Look at me go! Oh my god, I love this. I love this game so much. Nope. No, 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 no. Haha. No, 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 no. I win. Yep. That's a 306 combo right there. Uninterrupted. And I've still got full gadgets at the end. Let's not worry about all that. I love this game so much. The combat flow, the constant beautiful animations that have been expertly crafted to never look like what you do are little pieces of each other, but rather the sum of a whole part. It's so nice.
They're powering up the drones here. You can tether your web from the charging station to a power supply.
Ow. There we go. Hey, buddy. Alright, I just love stealth takedowning that guy. Let's not worry about that. Hey, what's up?
Don't you all have something better to do?
Oh, man. Truly, this game is just so good. And it's so nice to know that a lot of these missions, even after you've played them so many times, you then can remember that you can change the time of day now. You can now. Which makes all of these have such a different feel. And combining that with different suits, ooh, it's so much fun. I love what this game is. I really do. Do I wish it was better? Do I wish it was more complete? Yes, I do. I'll keep harping on it till the end of time. But I promise you, it's still one of my favorite games of all time. Hey, buddy. Bye-bye. Everything just flows together so well. And I just love this nice open space where you really get a chance to swing around at times. Like, I think that's the big reason as to why this one's truly my favorite one. It's the swinging. And I think all I want is a mission, not a mission, an environment like this. Like, I think the only way, the only kind of, I guess, layout that I would love to see more of in the future, hey buddy, would be very similar to this and the last one, but combined. Like, I want this crazy super tower where it's basically, you know, this, but with multiple floors, you know, multiple floors. Like, the fact that this place is in ruin teases you, you know, the fact that this place is in just tatters, it feels like such a taunt. Like, oh yeah, this place used to have multiple stories and house different environmental scenery, but it's all cracked and fallen apart, and if only. If you get this big open of an area and then add a second fucking floor to it, ooh, that's how you do it. That's how you make the perfect Spider-Man arena. To me, that's it. That's it right there. Oh man. So much more can be done. And I think that's just a testament to how good this game is, that they keep showing me things, and I keep wanting more and more after I'm already really happy about it. Let's go to Garden. I'm not the biggest fan of Garden, but I do love this game's combat, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it anyway. Alright. Wonderful. Alright, scale from 1 to 10. People who have heard my voice enough. How much do I sound like I'm running out of steam? Because I promise you, I am. Ow. I'm done. I'm going again. Like, I think my biggest problem with Garden is that so much of the fight ends up taking place in one place or the other, because enemies have such trouble traversing it. And that's such a fun little knock against an environment like this, where Spider-Man excels in it, but his enemies do not. Like, I think if there was more stationary enemies, like just very stationary snipers that won't move no matter what, but they will always somehow have some kind of way to hit you, I think that's how you make this area so much more. Because very often it feels like the environment here is not that big on change, you know? Granted, I do still love it. Like, it's simply one of it's my third favorite out of 4. You know, it's hard to be sad about the bronze medal when the lowest is 4th. You know, like kind of hard to be upset about that. You've made top 3 by default, but at the same time, that also means you're second last. No, I'm keeping my combo count up. I'm winning. You're losing. I'm better than you. Oh, come here, big boy. Relocating to hell. Goodbye. Whoa, buddy. Oh, no. What are you doing, big guy? You're supposed to be getting... Oi! I win. Eat shit. Ooh. I kept thinking he was about to go down, and then he kept not going down. But yeah, I think this place is just too segmented, you know? I think as an environment, this place is way too segmented. I think the idea was probably to get you to swing around into, like, yeah, swing into this area. Boom! Maybe go up here for a little bit. But it feels much more designed for stealth rather than that, which is awkward considering a lot of the stealth mechanics have been pretty much gutted because a lot of the old stealth mechanics, you know, they were gadget based and we don't really have those old gadgets. So it would be weird if they designed a whole one out of their 4 big arenas after stealth. So I don't think that's what they were going for. I think they were going for you swinging around from this corner and then swinging around to this area, and then you go up here and you face off against people in this tighter little room. I think they were going for that. But legitimately, they needed more stationary enemies. Like, they just needed more stationary enemies that only really, like, start to move around when you get super close to them. Like, I fully believe that... I think this game needs better... Well, this series has been desperately needing just stronger enemies to fight, really. Oh, God. Because, ooh, not stronger per se, just more mobile. Like, honestly, the DLC in Marvel Spider-Man 1 was really cooking when they just decided to bring back the jetpack guys with, like, the most bare bones of reasons. Because it really does enhance your own mobility when you actually have to physically keep up with another person, with another enemy. Because, like, look at how much space around here there is. And honestly, this is the type of environment that I want to see more of. Because, like, look at that move. This move. I wanted to see so much more of this move. Like, they introduced it in the stealth segment, in the flashback segment, back to... What was the high school called again? Midtown High. Like, they had a flashback and they really showed off that move in a very key scene where it's like, oh, a super jump in order to stick to a roof. And it's like, that's incredible. That is going to go that's going to get so much mileage. Oh, I'm sure that by hitting, you know, our classic super jump shortcut, we're gonna get so much mileage out of that. Because guess what's gonna happen? We're gonna be able to do this, a move like this, from the ceiling. Like, oh man, I can't wait. But then you don't have that move. You don't actually have that. Like, I hope that in Marvel Spider-Man 3, we do see that. There's so many potential mechanics for them to add. And I do think it's very telling that in the leak, you actually do see a lot of mechanics that people were asking for. Well, a lot of people wanted to see. Were there. Like the two-person takedowns. Not as in like Miles and Peter teaming up to take him down. But like Peter taking down two enemies with a single takedown. Like, you know, one animation. He just like pop someone in the head with his foot. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I don't want to show it though, because I feel like I want to be respectful, but at the same time I just talked about it, so I'm at an impasse now. I meant, like, you know, ethically. But, ooh, this game. So good. So good. But so much more potential. So nice. There's been a box here? Wow. Ah, wonderful. Probably gonna upload this as a VOD. Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. I love doing my occasional VODs over Spider-Man 2. Love this game. And also, be honest, how many people forgot about sticking to ceilings with your super jump? How many people forgot? How many people forgot this move existed? Be honest. Burn. Did you forget? Hi, Rosie. Be honest. Who forgot that move existed? I guarantee someone had to have. I know most of you have. Because you're not freaks like me. Oh, I love this move. I love this move conceptually. I hate that it doesn't do anything, though. I hate that it's just a quick go back into stealth mode. Or rather... What move? Check it. Check it right now. I'm about to do it. This move, thank you for the follow, Rosie. Bam. That one right there. I bet you forgot, Burn. I bet you forgot, because they never used this again. They only used this, and they only added this for one segment of a flashback in the... In the fourth main mission. I promise you. Most people have forgotten. Most, if not all of them, forgot that shit existed. I figured. But could you imagine? Could you imagine if they actually added moves for this? Like, I'm just saying, man, they had a perfect opportunity to add the axe kick. I can't do it right now. Hold on. Let me get into prime position for this. Let's see. What's a good one for me to do this at? Let's go with that. Oh, I can't redo it. Oh, I can't redo those. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I'll just go back to this one. Go back to Arsenal, because I like that one more, and it's, you know, above ground. I don't have to crawl through anything.
Time to get rid of these hunters.
All right. You! I'm experimenting on you! Come here! Not you. You! Alright, I'm gonna just wait. Bam. Oops. You know what? Fine. Ow. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. I was trying to display something. You know how it is. Didn't count. Not real. Didn't happen.
Here comes the peanut gallery.
Ow. Yeah, I'm not trying anymore. You've already seen me 100% this. You saw my 200 and... What, was it 260? 262 combo? I'll just say it was that. You saw it. I hate you. I hate you so much. Oh. I didn't realize I was spamming that hard. Alright. Stay there.
Guess they know I'm here.
That move. Right there. Be honest. If they had that on a ceiling takedown, as a ceiling move to use against enemies, that'd go so hard, right? Imagine seeing the axe kick actually in use. Because you don't have much a reason to actually see it in normal gameplay. You really don't. Because you have to stop, pause, and do that. Like, you know, most people are going to be mashing anyway, which gets you the better one anyway. I can't wait for Spider-Man 3. There's so much potential. There's so much potential, and I can't wait for it. Alright, where's that other one? Thank you. Oh. They're gone. That's good. You. I'm experimenting on you again. No, you come here. Like, check it. Bam! That move's amazing. I love it. If only they actually had it in a way that, you know, was more available rather than a worse version of that. Which is funny because they added this for this game, but they forgot to include a new method to actually, you know, use the stopping one. You know, the one that you come to a stop with. It's funny. I feel like they forgot that move existed, but it's such a cool looking move. Like, the axe kick in this game is so well animated and so nicely done. And it adds another bit of variety to the spider's kicks. Instead of just, you know, swing them around. And I love it. But so much of this game has so far to go. You know, complimentary. That one. Extraction of feeling positively. That is what it is. Also, Rosie, how's your day going? I'm hoping good. That's enough of that. Because that is legitimately how I have put so much time into this game outside of just, you know, playing the entire game over and over and over again. Just going through the open world, beating up enemies when they pop up, or going back and beating up enemies in these massive super arenas, replaying some missions, replaying the whole game at times, replaying boss fights. And that's been what I've been doing for the most part. And I do hope that more stuff gets added. But I'm gonna be honest here. If Marvel Spider-Man 3 launches and they give me exactly the same thing, but with new moves, I'm gonna be playing it for another 400 hours. That's cool to hear, Rosie. Hope you enjoy your time. Hopefully you don't run into any weird parts of Twitch. And hopefully you don't think I'm part of that place. Bop. There we go. Oh, that's so beautiful. It's a beautiful shot. Oh, it's time. We saw a beautiful shot, which means it's time to change it. Let's go full night. Dusk? Wait a second. Dusk or night? I think I'd go night. I'm gonna go night, yeah. Alright. I think you guys already know what I'm planning on doing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's beautiful. Now, what suit would I want Miles to be wearing when I eventually swap to him? I gotta go with... I love this suit so much. I know like not a lot of people are a fan of it, but the Purple Rain suit, I am a huge fan of. I love how it looks. I personally think it is probably one of Miles' most underrated suits. It is so pretty. And so striking, so sharp. I don't think pretty was the right word to describe the Purple Rain suit, but it is so sharp. Love it so much. I already want to go back to the missions. I already want to go back. I can't not do it. Let's go to Aviary. Because we're going to see a whole lot of that moon for so long.
They're powering up the drones here. If you can tether your web from the charging station to a power supply, you'll overcharge them into oblivion.
There we go.
Here comes the peanut gallery.
Come here. All of you. Oh, so many of them. Bye, bye, bye. Such a wonderful finisher. I can't believe it wasn't in the game for like, you know, like a solid 8 months, you know? I can't believe that finisher, which was used in part of the promotion to the game, wasn't in the game for like 8 months after beating the story for the well, losing the symbiote suit in the main story for the first time. I do really wish I could turn off the red boots. Where am I? I think I saw God for a minute there. He was polygonal. I don't know what this means. Oh? Kept the combo. All that matters. Oh, you poor bastard. Never stood a chance. Goodbye. Chasing. No, no, no. Come to me, and you're gone. I'm sorry, friend. Brother, who are you throwing that at? I'm so sorry. He was clearly blind. I can't believe it. Beat up a blind man, and that one couldn't even do a backflip. Oh, I really do want a Daredevil game, though. I can't wait for a Daredevil game. I hope to see one. I am glad other Marvel characters, especially like other smaller time, well, smaller to mainstream audiences, are getting their time in the sun. Which is ironic for Blade being a vampire. Because the fact that Microsoft is making a Blade game is insane. Of all the Marvel characters that Microsoft could have pointed to, I would have really bet serious money on the Punisher. But Blade? I was very shocked to hear about that. Like if Microsoft, if you were to tell me that Microsoft bought the rights to any Marvel character and like their video games, I'd put like 10 grand on the Punisher without question. Cause that sounds like easy money. Like Microsoft, the Halo guys, the people that keep selling so many gritty shooters. You're telling me they didn't go for the Punisher and instead went for Blade?
Let's go.
Like, Blade's cool as shit. He's a vampire with swords, guns, and just beats the shit out of vampires on the daily. And I'm very happy that that's who Microsoft chose, because, you know, I prefer, like, if I had to choose between Blade and Punisher, I'm choosing Blade because he's just cooler. He's got swords. There's not much of an argument to me. I'm a Zelda player, what can I say? I love swords. Go. Can't waste the bonus gadgets. But yeah, I don't know why Daredevil hasn't gotten a game yet. At least not like something in the same vein as a Netflix tie-in. A Netflix Daredevil tie-in, you know? Like with the way the Netflix Daredevil show popped the hell off, it is so shocking that we didn't get to see more of Daredevil by Netflix and exclusively got the show. Like, the show is phenomenal, and in fact, like, my personal absolute favorite of Marvel TV. But I find it insane that that's where they ended it. Like, I know movie tie-in games don't have the best rap, but I still expected it, you know? Like, Netflix makes terrible decisions all the time. And you're telling me they didn't try for a movie, a show tie-in game? That feels like a good decision. That sounds like a bad decision. And they still chose not to do it. They're really dedicated to having bad decisions. It's truly immaculate. They have such a radar for bad decisions that even things that sound like bad decisions but are secretly great decisions, they just know they're great decisions, so they still choose not to do them. Alright. Love the suit. Really do. Mad underrated. Everyone who hates it, wrong. Wrong, incorrect, and a little stupid.
Hey, hunters. I'm back. Miss me? Oh. I see I gotta lay hands and feet on y'all today.
There we are. I think I've entered my flow. I still don't know why they think I'm the prey in this scenario. I'm literally the one going out and hunting them, which is a whole critique for the hunters in this game, and the enemy design in general, and the lack of diversity for the missions. Well, the general crimes. I will always be so harsh and so loving to this game. I've... Do I have a toxic relationship with this game? Do I love bomb this game? Oh no. I'm sorry, Insomniac. I didn't realize. I'll try and be better. I swear. Now that I think about it, I do think I love bomb this game. I might be toxic with this game. I might be toxic. I might not be the best partner for this game. I would never do such a thing to my lovely, lovely wife, whom I love. Miles, suck it up. Quit coughing. Eat shit, dumbass. Bop. Bop. Oh, camera. Bad news, buddy.
Found me? Ruined my surprise.
And goodbye. Oh. Hey, Elisa. How you doing? Hope you enjoy your time here. I'm simply beating people up and having a wonderful time myself. Oh, that's a lot of red. Come here. Ah, the red ran out on that one. So sad. If only. Oh, hey, bud. Come here. Guys, it's not time yet. The door's not opening yet. However, that was quite worrying. Oh, God! Oh, that's good to hear, Lisa. I'm going pretty nicely. And goodbye. Ah. Alright, time for the big boys. Come on, I can hit him. There we go. Had to slow it down. There we go. Beautiful.
Okay.
What's the main objective here? Beat people up and have a wonderful time swinging through the city. Also, hit a lot of buttons. Phenomenal. Onward to that one. No, that one. Onward to that one. Aviary. Granted, my definition of this game is quite different from how the game is supposed to be played upon first playthrough. Because if we're talking first playthrough, it's basically, now that both Miles and Peter are Spider-Manning it up duo, they take care of a bunch of bad guys at the very beginning of the game, and then they move on to starting to look for Kraven, and then after Kraven, they end up, well, in their midst of trying to find and take down Kraven, Peter ends up bonding with an alien and becoming a little unhinged. Miles has to take it. Wait, I'm just spoiling shit. Yeah, I don't think that's actually. Oh. I feel like I might have overshared there. And thank you, Elisa. I very much appreciate it. I was just talking earlier, man. I was just talking. Like, I was going on earlier for like a solid 40 minutes straight. I should probably drink more water. Because I just do so much talking. Like, I barely gave myself room to breathe. I think that's absolutely why a lot of, a good chunk of my dialect can be very filler. Dialect, or my vocabulary and my pattern of speaking, can be very slow at times, because in secret I'm actually taking deep breaths because I need them as I am slowly dying because I forget to breathe half the time, or rather I talk for so long that I barely give myself a chance to breathe. I don't think it's healthy, but at least it's good for content. So if there's any blessing there, it'd be that. Which is ironic, because I think my YouTube could probably use a bit more of that. Like, I feel like I have too many times in my YouTube where I just simply don't speak because I get so hyper focused. It's happened a couple times in stream, but I have a feeling that it's much less often in stream. And I don't think there's much of a way for you to send artwork in, because I don't really have a place to submit that, and I don't want to have people get the wrong message. And I don't think it's a good idea, especially to just random people on the internet, to give out your socials or Discord. So probably not many different places to do that. Sorry about that, Elisa, though.
Think you can dig up some more info on the incoming Kravenovs now?
I am on Discord, but I will not be giving that out. Alright, let's see. What's next? What should I do now? I think... What could I do? Because I think I've Spider-Man'd it up. But I don't think it'd be that good an idea to, you know, just get off or start playing a whole different game. Because I feel like a whole different game would probably require a bit more setup than what I've done now. Let's see here. Is there anything that I should do? Don't really have any... I don't think I've got anything here that I feel the most confident. You know, let's go back to the beginning. Back to the sand guy. Show him to us. Where is he? Where's that big 100-meter tall sand guy?
Marco, why today?
Oh yeah, there he is.
I'm so getting fired.
This is such a weird suit combo now that I'm looking at it. Like, together, it's odd. Especially, like, especially, like, in the daytime, you know? Because I think that this suit combo works the best
Evans already hates me for being
when you're just kind of swinging around on your own at night.
fine. I'll be back before
Because
you
it's,
know it.
you know, not much of a combo. It's just kind of individual, cool-looking night suits.
Finished your essay? Haven't started. Oh. Well, let's get to the city and
So nice.
quick then.
And I'm so happy that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is actually coming to PC so much sooner than I expected.
Had you on the ground for the bugle?
Still can't believe
And I understand that Marvel Spider-Man 2
you'll whip him into shape.
is still, you know, not the most finished,
Marco, it's been years since our last showdown.
but at the same time, you know, it's pretty great. It's pretty great, real fun.
He seemed angry and paranoid, delusional. He just exploded.
Man, hopefully we can calm him down.
I've seen people
Whoa.
in control like this. Be careful.
Oh, there's the foreshadowing.
Good luck.
Thanks, MJ.
Might need the new tech we've been cooking up too.
No way. They're untested. Barely
Goodbye.
But you
Bye-bye.
right?
Bye-bye.
No comment.
Bye-bye.
Look out. You okay?
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
I think we found him. Marco!
That is who I am. I am the S-Man.
That Sandman? MJ wasn't kidding. We gotta help him before he hurts someone. Or himself.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
What's the plan?
Keep him busy. I got an idea.
I am really curious what Peter's thought process was here. Every jump attack he does in this game gets countered. Like, either it gets countered or punished.
Still angry after all these years, Marco?
And I can't help but feel so sad for him. This man cannot play fighting games. He's gonna exclusively open with jump-ins. He's gonna practice them to
Must be more of
absolute hell, but he is not going to be very good at neutral.
That was your idea?
Never said it was a good one.
Ah.
Normal day. Teach physics. Have awkward conversations in the teacher's lounge. Everything's gonna be okay.
I love this man so much. But boy oh boy, can he be a little foolishly stupid.
It's coming in hot.
I'm there.
I got him.
Oh god.
Mini Marcos? I wish I could do that.
Well, something you're wearing could do something similar.
But not before he barked on my suit.
He's not the only one. Sandman just puked out some new friends.
What the? He can do that?
Apparently. Need you now.
Mr. Parker?
I'm sorry. Who's this?
Principal Evans.
Of course. Principal.
All students have evacuated their classroom. Where are you?
Let's not worry about that, miss.
Mr. Parker!
I just forgot. Something in my car.
What was that?
Nothing. I'm just. It worked.
Come here.
I'm just running back right now.
Get back here and supervise your students.
Just one-shotting the sand clones is so good. The sand spawns stand no chance.
Otto's old research really came through for these arms.
Almost there.
You just box so often.
Principal Evans called.
Man,
You just punch people.
You're just cutting class.
You just punch people, man.
See,
yeah, you're screwed.
This thing's supposed to only last like 20 seconds. But it can go on for minutes with the Sandmen.
Sandman!
Hey, buddy.
I always hated that name.
I know you're angry at me!
This has nothing to do with you. Leave me alone!
I want to help you. But it's gonna hurt first.
Bye-bye, bucko. And swatted. Fully expected, but it still hurts. Oh, it hurts. Thank you, Miles. Spider-Man.
Guess he wasn't happy to reconnect. Yeah, he's not really the nostalgic type.
Let me go, or I'll kill you.
He's not listening. We gotta turn it up a notch. Ow! He hates water. His shoulder's already wet.
Bet he's not a big fan of electricity then either.
Read my mind.
I'm just gonna keep chucking shit at him. Do some extra damage. Some niceness. Really show him what's what.
That all right. We need more water though.
I'll hit him with webs while I get sparky.
I'll keep the water flowing in the meantime.
You want more?
Come here. Oh, this move's so cool. I really desperately wish we got to see something more like this in the basic combat.
Order some water.
Ooh, just, I'm sorry, but I really do adore Shattered Dimensions, amazing suit combat, amazing Spider-Man combat. I guess, you know what, maybe I'm not winning right now, but you know what? Let's just go in and hit him hard. But, oh my god. I love Shattered Dimensions' amazing Spider-Man combat. Because, ooh, he does so nice. It's so cool.
We need a big water source by Wall Street.
Let me check the grid. Stay safe, dude.
Amazing Spider-Man combat in Shattered Dimensions is so unmatched.
Yankee knows all. Plus, we were super weird in class earlier.
Knew I never should have taught at a gifted school.
It's so cool. I'm so happy that there was at least this moment. I got so hyped seeing Miles do that for the first time.
Spider-Man, 100% chance of race. Got it right where we wanted.
They really show off. I love it. I love it so much.
Guys, the water tank on the Matheson building should do the trick. We're talking 10,000.
I really do want to play Shattered Dimensions again. And I know there's some allusions to Sony allowing the old Beanox games to come back. Because I'm pretty sure they relisted Shattered Dimensions, Edge of Time, and I think the Amazing games as well. And hopefully, we can see, at least eventually, Web of Shadows, you know? Hopefully we get to see all those games come back. I'm hoping one day, but I have a feeling that if they were out right now, I would have already heard about it. But now that I just said that, I'm psyching myself out. I'm checking the Play Store right this second. I'm typing in Spider-Man right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on, let me... Oh, no, not that. Oh, well, I messed up. Wait a second. Bam. Which one would it be? Is it just... There's the hyphen. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's just those. It's just these. Yeah, I knew I was right. I knew those games weren't back yet. Oh my god, Infinite. Ooh, the costume's so cool. But yeah, I know. But man, was I worried. Was I worried that maybe I might be missing out on official ways to play Shattered Dimensions. Because I love Shattered Dimensions. Visually, it's outstanding. Oh man, visually it's outstanding. The gameplay is so nice. It's so much fun. I just really want to see it. More Genki and Miles in Spider-Verse. That's fair, but I know like they specifically said the reason why they chose not to was because this game already, not this game, was because Spider-Man Miles Morales, you know, did it first. And that's really funny. That they were just beat to the punch.
Where are you, Pete?
Get back here.
Absolutely hilarious.
Guess he's busy. It's gonna be a long day if we don't get that water tank.
Bop. Ow.
Keep it moving, Miles.
Oh. There it is.
You can still have one.
It's too late now.
Real defeatist for a man who could make his feet into anything. Come on, buddy. Be better.
Why couldn't Marco just make sandcastles instead? Ma, everything okay? I'm with Pete.
I know.
Bop.
You're on every channel. I'm heading downtown to
Hold on now, boys.
resources and supplies. Is Genki covering
Ow.
you at school?
He is. But I got this meeting with my counselor later, and the principal thinks that I'm
Listen, I can talk to your principal, but New York needs you right now.
coolest mom.
Yeah, just check. I managed to check while playing, and ooh,
Like Ma said, can't let New York.
I know I would have known if Shattered Dimension and like the other Beanox games were out and about on Steam or at the Play Store. I know I would have heard about it. You people know who I am.
Making it worse for yourself.
You know what I'm like.
I don't care.
Be honest.
Wish I could just write about this for my essay. Get into any college I wanted.
You know.
Or Spider-Man would.
You know what I'm about.
Brainstorm later, Miles. Focus.
How's it going, Spider-Man?
Almost there.
The water
Where am I?
tower.
Actually, it's his now.
Wow. I didn't expect to. I don't think I've ever been there in my, 7 times replaying the entire game. And probably like the, 20th time that I've replayed this mission. Insane.
Did we do it?
Not quite, buddy.
The suit's last software patch wasn't stable, but here goes nothing.
I still find it hilarious.
The web wing?
Like seeing the web wings, it
Marco's in here.
reminds me so much of when
That's it.
when Byrne was replaying the game on New Game Plus for the first time, and didn't realize that they take away a lot of the button prompts for certain actions in game, and then they just kind of trust that you know what you're doing,
What did I just get myself in?
and then
You gotta calm down, Marco.
Byrne ended up just not realizing that all he had to do for a certain segment was press triangle and just let the game do its own thing. Peter, even God is telling you to stop going for these risky jump-ins. You know what would have happened before. You know what happened before.
Miles. One and only.
Absolutely amazing.
Any idea?
Also, speaking of, I guess I spoke about it earlier, but I talked very briefly about Spider-Man 2 coming to PC earlier, and I think I want to bring that up with you, loser. do you think you'll be getting Marvel Spider-Man 2 when it comes to PC next month? Or do you think you'll probably be waiting? I imagine you'll probably be waiting. But it feels like a question I just really have a desire to ask. Because I'm me. And what would I be if not me? Oh god. Where'd I just go? Shat on.
Like you said, gotta break out the toys.
Ooh. Is there another one? Oh, there's another one. I love Miles' visual glitches. Because almost all of his visual glitches are just, now there's electricity permanently on him. And that's so cool.
Because we promised to protect this city.
See, now this time he covered his jumping. God is still laughing at him, though. This is so unbelievably cool. Oh. I still love. I think I'm still kind of on that. Miles' visual glitches are so cool because they're all just making him look cooler. All of his glitches make him look cooler. Oh, what's that? Oh, his nervous system, his electrified nervous system is constantly on and is now just showing in regular gameplay and regular dual combat. That's badass. It looks cool as hell. Oh, what's that? His electric, his venom punch didn't stop producing the electric spark effects. That just looks cool as shit. What's that? The blue effects didn't go away. Guess what? That's cool as shit. Everything that Miles has looks so cool, even if they are mistakes. So nice. So cool. Very happy about it. I'm sorry, Craven, but I don't think we need to know, because you are, in fact, already gone. Alright. That was 2 hours. Wow. Yeah, I think that might be it for tonight. If I knew how much I was gonna yap, I would have recorded it and just had a direct MP4 and put it on my YouTube and Nydal Live. But, you know, I guess I'll just have to rip it from Twitch and hope for the best in terms of its quality. Get back here. Final mission before... No, final crime before the stream ends. Come here. Ma'am, what are you waving at? But alright.
Check your mirrors next time.
That's gonna be all.
Closer than they appear.
Alright. Bye-bye, everyone. Hope you all had a nice night. I know I did. I just had the opportunity to yap for 2 hours straight about different things that I am very hyperfixated on. And that was my day. Oh, I'm not signed in on there. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, I'm not signed in on this. My bad. Alright. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a nice night.